Hello everybody, we are indeed living in pretty trying times, and like you, we too are working from home during this lockdown. I for myself am stuck at my parents' place, so excuse the slightly unprofessional setup that we have got going on here. But even though our presentation style is a little bit different right now, it doesn't mean that we won't be bringing you some fun and interesting videos however we can. And coming to the topic, we're talking about electric scooters. In India, three stand above the rest: the high-tech Ather 450X, the Chetak, and the slightly conventional looking TVS iQube. Now we have ridden these scooters and we have individual reviews. You can find them in the description below. But if you want to know at a glance how these three scooters stack up, then you have come to the right place. But before we go ahead, what better way to keep yourself up to date about what's going on in the auto world during the coronavirus crisis than to subscribe to the ZigWheels YouTube channel. And you should also click on that little bell icon to stay notified when our latest videos drop as well. Now the most important aspect about electric scooters, of course, is range. And here, at least on paper, the Ather seems to rule the roost. 116 kilometers according to the ARAI Indian Drive Cycle. Now that's quite surprising because it has the second highest battery capacity of the three at 2.9 kilowatt hours, just slightly less than the Chetak's 3 kilowatt hour maximum capacity. The best the Chetak can manage in eco mode is a claimed 95 kilometers, while TVS claims 75 kilometers for the iQube. The iQube has the smallest usable battery capacity here, just 2.2 kilowatt hours. Of course, neither TVS nor Bajaj state whether their ranges are specified according to ARAI or their real world ranges. And of course, these ranges will be different in the real world because even Ather says that their real world range is about 85 kilometers on a full charge. Now it's one thing to deliver great range, but charging times are also equally important. And here, the Chetak and iQube are pretty much in the same boat. Using a standard 5 amp home charger, these two can charge from 0 to 100 in 5 hours. The Ather 450X takes a little longer at 5 hours and 45 minutes. Now currently all three of these come with their home charging box included in the price of these scooters. But the Ather's trump card here is DC fast charging, which neither the Chetak nor the iQube currently support. Using the Ather grid, which can be found all over Bangalore and in some parts of Chennai right now, and which will soon spread to all the cities where you can buy the Ather, you can charge about 15 kilometers of range in 10 minutes. So that equates to a full charge from zero in about an hour and a half. Now it's important to note that TVS has said that they will be offering fast charging on the iQube at some point in the future. So that remains to be seen. Of course, all three scooters use electric motors, but these motors offer different output levels and their drivetrains are also quite different. The Ather's motor is the most powerful here with a peak output of 6 kilowatts, but more importantly, it puts out 26 Newton meters of torque and it's connected to the rear wheel using a belt drive. The Chetak's motor makes nearly 2 kilowatts less power and 14 Nm less than the Ather, and it's connected to the rear wheel using a mechanical gear set, which is supposed to be, and actually is, a lot quieter than the Ather. TVS has taken a slightly different approach. They have a hub motor on the rear wheel of the iQube, and that does make more power than the Chetak. But it makes a whopping 140 Newton meters of torque. But that should be taken with a pinch of salt. Since it's a hub motor, the torque output is inclusive of the gear reduction, which is counted separately for the other two. Granted, outright performance isn't what scooters are all about, but with electric vehicles, these are bragging rights for sure. So let's talk about top speeds first. The king here is of course the Ather 450X with a top speed that's limited to 80 km per hour. The iQube is a very close second and that's limited to 78 km per hour. The Chetak here falls behind in this department with a top speed of just 60 km per hour. But in all fairness, it's more than sufficient for any sort of urban commuting. So what about acceleration? Again, the 450X just blasts ahead with a claimed 0 to 40 in just 3.3 seconds thanks to the crazy warp mode. The iQube honestly is no slouch with a claimed 0 to 40 of 4.2 seconds. As for the Chetak, Bajaj doesn't make any acceleration claims, but we have ridden all three and we can assure you that it's not as quick as the other two. All three scooters have slightly different frames but feature pretty similar underpinnings otherwise. All three run on 12-inch alloy wheels with the same 1990 size tires at both ends. TVS only offers a front disc option for the iQube, while Chetak offers both a front disc and a front drum option. The Ather, on the other hand, only comes with disc brakes at both ends. And in terms of suspension, the Ather and TVS have a telescopic front fork. The Ather's rear though is a monoshock, while the iQube has twin shocks at the back. The Chetak too has a rear monoshock but features a trailing link suspension at the front. When it comes to features, all three scooters offer quite a few. Both the Ather and TVS have color TFT screens, but just the Ather has a touchscreen with built-in maps and navigation. The Chetak has only got a monochromatic LCD screen, but it does have turn-by-turn navigation just like the iQube has, which works through your smartphone. Of course, all three of these have built-in connectivity and they do hook up to your smartphone for a plethora of features like geofencing, location tracking, onboard diagnostics, etc. Of this lot though, the Ather is clearly the most high-tech one, followed by the iQube and then the Chetak. While the Ather 450X does seem the best on paper, it does come at a pretty hefty price, Rs 1.59 lakh ex-showroom. The connected services, OTA updates and public fast charging is Rs 400 per month extra. Now they do have a different plan that you can pay Rs 99,000 upfront, but that's without the price of the battery pack, which you can lease for Rs 1,999 monthly for 3 years. And that does include all the connected services, OTA updates, public fast charging and even a free battery replacement if its capacity drops below 80%. But compared to the Ather, the other two almost feel like a bargain. The Chetak is Rs 1.15 lakh ex-showroom. And the iQube, well, that's Rs 1.15 lakh on road in Bangalore. And that includes all the connected features, at least for now. So, which of these three scooters is your pick? Do let us know in the comment section below. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to ZigWheels. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Of course, in today's times, please do stay at home and please do stay safe.